Hello students, welcome to the session. I am Mr. M.H. Mota, Assistant Professor, Department of Civil Engineering. Today's session is on design of pipe network using equivalent pipe method. In previous session, we have seen how to use the equivalent pipe methods along with all assumptions of network analysis. In this session, we will try to understand how to use the equivalent pipe method in case of pipes placed parallelly. So let's start learning. Now consider a network consisting 4 pipes, a network ABDC. The properties of those things has been mentioned in a table. So once again, try to understand that this particular problem is for the pipes placed in parallel and we need to replace it by one equivalent pipe. Equivalent pipe means it will have the same capacity in terms of the flow carrying, and its total head loss will be equivalent to the head loss that is occurring in this particular network. So this network is ABDC. Now consider this network. Please go through the details that the properties have been mentioned, and it needs to carry a total flow of Q. So when there will be a common inlet for a pipe AB and AC, that Q will be divided into two parts like Q1 and Q2. Q1 will be the flow through pipe AB while Q2 will be the flow through pipe AC. Pipe BD will carry the flow equivalent to Q1 while pipe CD will carry the flow equals to Q2. So it is going to be the flow from A to D via B in one case while via C in second case. Total flow will be Q and it will be divided in terms of Q1 and Q2 because of the pipes placed in parallel. So let's try to understand how the equivalent pipe method can be used to simplify this small network of pipe consisting 4 different segments and placed parallelly. The line length of equivalent pipe for pipe AB and BD can be calculated using the small equation of LE1 upon DE raised to 5 equals to L1 upon D1 raised to 5 plus L2 upon D2 raised to 5. This particular equation we have learned in our previous session when we have understood how to replace the pipes placed in series by one equivalent pipe. So the segment AB and BD which are placed in series will be replaced by a pipe which will have a length equals to LE1 while its equivalent diameter is going to be DE. The length of equivalent pipe which will replace the segment AC and CD which are placed in series equals to LE2 upon D raised to 5, which can be calculated by knowing the segment length and diameter using the equation like LE2 upon D raised to 5 equals to L3 upon D3 raised to 5 plus L4 upon D4 raised to 5. These things we have learned in our previous session, how to replace the pipes which have been placed in series by one small equivalent pipe. So now we have replaced the part A to D via B and part A to D via C by two small equivalent pipes. So now these two pipes will be the pipes placed in parallel. So now when pipes are placed in parallel like ABD and ACD, the head loss will be same. It means that the total head loss caused by the segment AB and BD will be equals to the head loss that has been caused by the segment AC and CD. So we can write it numerically like HFABD equals to HFACD. So head loss through pipe, as we are aware, equals to KLQ square upon D raised to 5. So we can write like head loss from A to D via B equals to KL1 Q1 square upon D1 raised to 5 plus KL2 Q1 square upon d2 raised to 5. While head loss from A to D can be written as KL3Q2 square upon D3 raised to 5 plus KL4Q2 square upon D4 raised to 5. So now, as these two must be same, we can write like KL1Q1 square upon D1 raised to 5 plus KL2Q1 square upon D2 raised to 5 will be equals to KL3Q2 square upon D3 raised to 5 plus KL4Q2 square upon D1 raised to 5. Now we can easily see that the K is going to be a common factor from right side and left side, and that can be eliminated. So this particular so now equation becomes L1 Q1 square upon D1 raised to 5 plus L2 Q1 square upon D2 raised to 5 equals to L3 Q2 square upon D3 raised to 5 plus L4 Q2 square upon D4 raised to 5. Now we can figure out the common terms from left hand side as Q1 square, and from right hand side it is Q2 square. So the ultimate equation becomes Q1 square multiplied by L1 upon D1 raised to 5 plus L2 upon D2 raised to 5 equals to Q2 square multiplied by L3 upon D3 raised to 5 plus L4 upon D4 raised to 5. So now we will take the Q2 square on left hand side and the another term in terms of L1 upon D1 raised to 5 plus L2 upon D2 raised to 5 on right hand side. So the equation becomes Q1 square upon Q2 square equals to L3 upon D3 raised to 5 plus L4 upon D4 raised to 5 upon L1 upon D1 raised to 5 plus L2 upon D2 raised to 5. So we can calculate the Q1 upon Q2 as a square root of the right hand side term, that is L3 upon D3 raised to 5 plus L4 upon D4 raised to 5 divided by the sum of L1 upon D1 raised to 5 and L2 upon D2 raised to 5. Now we will replace this term Q1 upon Q2 as A. So Q1 upon Q2 becomes A. So in other words, Q1 equals to A times Q2. Now, as we are aware, Q equals to Q1 plus Q2. If we replace the Q as AQ2, the ultimate equation becomes Q equals to Q2 in bracket A plus 1. Now if LE and DE are the properties of equivalent pipe replacing whole network, which should able to carry the total flow of Q and should have the same head loss. Now here the head loss will be the head loss from A to D, either via B or via C. So any one of the equation to calculate the head loss can be considered. Please remember that HF from A to D via B or HF ABD is equals to HF ACD. So it will be K LE Q square upon DE raised to 5, which will be the head loss of the equivalent pipe, equals to K L3 Q2 square upon D3 raised to 5 plus K L4 Q2 square upon D4 raised to 5. Now we can eliminate the common term K from right hand and left hand side. So equation now has been reduced to LE Q square upon DE raised to 5 equals to LE Q2 square upon D3 raised to 5 plus L4 Q2 square upon D4 raised to 5. Now as Q equals to Q2 in bracket A plus 1, that we have seen in the previous case. So we can replace the Q by equation Q2 A into 1. So now the equation becomes LE Q has been replaced by Q2 in bracket A plus 1. So it will be LE Q2 A plus 1 bracket square upon DE raised to 5 equals to L3 Q2 square upon D3 raised to 5 plus L4 Q2 square upon D4 raised to 5. Now we can easily see that Q2 square is going to be a common term from left hand side and right hand side. So Q2 square can be eliminated, and ultimate equation what we get is L3 upon DE raised to 5 equals to L3 upon D3 raised to 5 plus L4 upon D4 raised to 5 whole divided by A plus 1 bracket square. Or the length of equivalent pipe, if the equivalent diameter has been known, can be calculated as dE raised to 5 multiplied by L3 upon D3 raised to 5 plus L4 upon D4 raised to 5 whole divided by A plus 1 bracket square. Now please remember that all these derivations are based on Darcy's formula. If Hazen-Williams formula has to be used, there is a slight modification in the equation, where for pipes in series it becomes LE upon DE raised to 4.87, which was DE raised to 5 in case of Darcy's formula. So that particular power of diameter becomes 4.87 instead of 5 if we use Hazen-Williams formula. If Darcy's formula, the value remains 5. And for parallel pipes too, the power of diameter becomes 4.87 and the equation is modified as been displayed. We will try to understand the implementation of this by a small example. So find the length of equivalent pipe of diameter 30 cm, replacing the following small network. The Q to be carried out is 1 meter cube per second. The network properties has been given as been displayed in the table. The flow is entering at M and has an escape at O. So first of all, we will try to draw this network as shown in figure. It will have an inlet at M and outlet at O. 1 meter cube per second is the total flow it needs to carry. Now we will try to mention the properties of every individual pipe segment in terms of its length and the diameter. So solution, as we are aware, Q equals to Q1 upon Q2. Q1 upon Q2 can be calculated in terms of A as a square root of L3 upon D3 raised to 5 plus L4 upon D4 raised to 5 upon L1 upon D1 raised to 5 plus L2 upon D2 raised to 5. So value of that, when we will put all the given dimensions, becomes 1. So A becomes 1, or in other words, Q1 equals to Q2, and so it will be 0.5 meter cube per second, and using that we can easily calculate the length of equivalent pipe having a diameter of 0.3 as 1368.57 meter. So this is an application of equivalent pipe method in the simplification of the overall network of pipes placed in parallel. These are the references used. So that's it for this session. Thank you for your patience learning, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Thank you.